Hello, thank you for tuning in to From Darkness to Light. My name is Chaunie and I will be your host. This is the weekly reading for the male and female Taurus collective. Now, Taurus, keep in mind that this is a collective reading and it will not resonate with all Tauruses. For my cross watchers, please feel free to reverse the roles as they apply to you. Now, Taurus, let's begin. Taurus, I hope you all and cross watchers have had an exciting past couple of weeks. Okay, again, the energy in the atmosphere for y'all, the universe, is crazy. Okay, somebody has tapped out, Taurus. Somebody has given up. Okay, and let's see what it's about. Transformation. Okay, somebody's going through some changes. Somebody's going through some changes. Enchantment. Okay, like I said, Taurus, somebody here has fell for the fuckery, for the illusion. Okay, enchantment is about things are not what they seem. Okay, Taurus, you got balance on the bottom of the deck. Okay, some of you may be in a situation that you're feeling like is not fair. Okay, some of you may be trying to find that balance, possibly within or within your life in general or surrounding you. I feel like, Taurus, that there's some chaos surrounding you in your situation. Taurus and cross watchers alike, okay? There's some type of conflict, challenges that you're going through at the moment with people, places, and things, okay? A lot of you are going through some changes, some transformations where you're juggling. Okay, you're trying to find balance. There's decisions to be made. You're not knowing what to do. You're not knowing what direction to go in. Some of you have made choices. You're not sure if it's the right choice you made. You know, stuff like that. Enchantment. Some of you are falling for the illusion. Some of you are falling for the distractions. Okay, some of you have just fallen in general. Okay, Taurus, let's get to your house readings, because things are not what they seem in this situation. We have family room. Like I said, some of you dealing with family issues, people, places, and things. There's conflict surrounding your situation, arguing possibly over money. Possibly over money, who's getting what, stuff like that. Let's see what else is going on. You have the wealthy person here, male or female. In this deck, for me, this is normally a king or queen of pentacles. So some of you may be dealing with earth energy. Okay, this can be Taurus, Capricorn, and or Virgo. Okay, like I said, I feel like there's some issues, there's some changes, there's some conflict, jealousy, arguments, whatever the case may be, going on in a situation with you or your person of interest, Taurus, surrounding money. Maybe you have family trying to tell you where you should put your money. Some of you have people out there stealing from you, trying to pull a wool over your eyes, Taurus. Let's see. Courthouse. Legal matters. Some of you may be in the middle of a divorce. Okay, some of you may be in the middle of alimony, whatever the case may be. Okay, now this can be pertaining to children. This can be pertaining to a baby mother, baby father, ex-husband, husband, wife, ex-wife, whatever the case may be for you. Some of you are in court fighting for your money. Fighting for your money. See? There go the marriage card. Some of you are in court fighting for your money. Some of you are dealing with a situation or an individual, Taurus and cross watchers, that's not trying to give up. That's not trying to let go. It's trying to hold you in this situation. And this doesn't have to be your person of interest only, because I feel like it's multiple people surrounding this situation. You have the family room and you have the marriage card. I feel like somebody out there is feeling like everybody is against them. Everybody is out for their money. And it could be the goddamn truth. Okay? See? There's concern. There's worry. There's stress regarding this situation. For some of you, I feel like, and you got the pathway at the bottom of the deck, Taurus. So for some of you, I feel like you want to go into another direction, okay? Some of you, you want to get a divorce. You want to leave whatever situation it is that you're in. You want to leave it behind. But you know what? You're attached. You're attached. For some of you, you're attached, not to this individual. And yeah, some of you are attached to this individual, but not out of love. I feel like you're attached to this situation, this individual, Taurus, out of responsibility, out of duty, out of money. Some of you are afraid to make these decisions, to make these choices, to let go, because there's financial matters involved. There could be children involved in this situation. So you're scared to let go. Some of you may be being threatened by this person, as far as, if you leave, I'm taking you for everything. That's the energy that I'm getting. If you leave, I'm taking you for everything. Now, keep in mind, Taurus and cross watchers, some of you have latched on to an individual with low self-esteem. Someone that doesn't know their worth. Someone that doesn't know their value. Let's see what's in your second house, Taurus. False person. See what I'm saying? See what I'm saying? With the snakes and shit surrounding you. You see what I'm saying? And you be knowing. You be knowing. You be knowing. This is the bullshit. You be knowing. You be knowing and choosing to keep yourself stuck in a situation. Then you have the courtship card. Bullshit. A relationship based on bullshit. False person and courtship. Things are not what they seem in this situation. And some of you are choosing to keep yourself stuck to this situation, to this person. Look, adjudication. Decision needing to be made. Someone might be waiting on a decision. Despair. You see what I'm saying, Taurus? You don't really want this. You don't really want this. Whatever this is, whoever this is for you, you don't really want this. You don't really want this. You're keeping yourself stuck in a situation out of whatever you done convinced yourself the reason is for staying here. For some of you, it's money. For some of you, it's the children. For some of you, you just have so much invested as far as time, energy, assets, whatever the case may be. It's a lie. It's false. It's false. Look, a false foundation. You see what I'm saying? A false foundation. It's an illusion. It's an illusion. For some of you, here's the situation, okay? Basically, it's like I said. Somebody here has given up, tapped out, okay? Because they feel like they're stuck in a situation that they can't get out of. A relationship that they can't get out of. Okay? Maybe you're waiting on something to come in, some type of opportunity to present itself, to fall in your lap, some money, or whatever the case may be. Some of you out there are dealing with a codependent individual. Codependent individual. Like I said, someone with low self-esteem. Okay? Someone that knows that you don't want to be in this relationship no more, that you don't want to be in this commitment, in this marriage anymore. But because their self-esteem is so fucking low, and yours is too, okay, take it as it resonates or applies to you, and yours is too. And I say that because who in their right mind want to lay next to someone that don't want to be with them? Who? And be okay with that? How can you be okay with laying next to someone that does not want you? Someone that you have to threaten to keep them near. Low self-esteem on both parts. Both parts. Take it as it resonates with you, Taurus. Now let's get to your tarot. Oh, and Taurus, cross watchers, thank you for the views. Thank you for the subscribes. But let me explain something to you, okay? And this is not for my old subscribers. This is pretty much for the people that's, just coming in, just showing up. The ones who don't know about my mouth. Okay? Yes, I may be spiritual. Yes, I might be the truth. And yes, I may be the light. But make no mistake, Tauruses and cross watchers, my shadow side is still up and running. Now let's continue. So if you're sensitive about anything, you need to click off. You need to click off because my mouth sets fire to people's souls. There is your warning. Okay? Now let's get into your tarot, Taurus. Let's see what's going on. Because it's all about the exposure. It's all about the truth, right? We have the Six of Spirals here. Four of Spirals. And we have the Eight of Mirrors. So somebody is walking away. And somebody is walking away from a relationship, or they need to, from a relationship, a foundation, a job, whatever the case may be for you in this situation. Somebody is leaving something behind, or they need to. There's no success here. There's no victory here in this situation. Like I said, Taurus and cross watchers, some of you are laid next to someone who has no self-worth, has no self-value. You're laying next to somebody that can be brought. That's what it is. You're laying next to someone who can be brought. Taurus and or cross watchers. That's what's happening. There's no success here. There's no victory here. Somebody is not happy. There's no emotional fulfillment in this situation. Okay? Now, that's for one part of you. The other part of you, some of you have turned your back with the Eight of Mirrors here. Some of you have turned your back on a relationship that would have been successful. A relationship that would have been grounded. A relationship that would have been solid. Some of you have let it go for the illusion. Some of you choose to believe the illusion. You have to take the situation as it applies to you. Eight of Scrolls. High Priestess. Six of Mirrors. Yeah. The crazy thing about the situation, Taurus and cross watchers, is that this relationship that you turned your back on, that you tapped out on, okay, this was something that was spiritually guided. This is something that was divine. This was something that was for you. And you turned your back on it. Soulmate, twin, divine partner, you turned your back on it because you're stuck in your pride and ego. You're stuck. With the Six of Spirals here, you're stuck. You're stuck in your pride and ego. Some of you, this was denial. Some of you, this was denial. Like I said, low self-esteem, lack of courage. Okay, not believing in yourself enough to know that this would work out. You turned your back on it. You turned your back on it. You chose to stay a victim of your own fuckery. That's what happened. Chose to stay a victim of your own fuckery. You have the Queen of Spirals here, right? So some of you are involved in fire energy. This would be Leo, Aries, and Sagittarius. And this seems to be where you're stuck. Right up underneath the Eight of Scrolls. This seemed to be where you're stuck. So you turned your back, and keep in mind, Taurus and cross watchers, this is just energy, male or female. Okay, same-sex relationships do apply in my reading. Okay? This is where you're stuck. Okay? This is who's holding you, keeping you from moving forward, keeping you from your success. And you know this. You know it. This is keeping you from having a new beginning. You have the Ace of Stones here. This is what's keeping you from your happily ever after. Reverse the roles as they apply to you. Okay? Somebody wanted a fresh start. Somebody wanted a new beginning. And at some point in time, this person was working towards that. They were working towards that. And then somewhere along the way, they gave up. They gave up. They turned their back on real love, true love. For money. For what looks stable to their friends, to their family. Materialistic things. They gave up. Somebody decided that it was too much work. Like I said, low self-esteem, motherfuckers. Look, Ace of Mirrors. Somebody gave up. Walked away from a soulmate connection. A divine connection. Somebody walked away, turned their back on it for the illusion. This is what they chose to do. Make no mistake. You got the Five of Mirrors at the bottom of the deck. Now whoever this is in regret, emotional despair, sad. Because now you're in a situation and you might have walked away from this person in the past. This might have been something that someone you walked away from in the past, but you returned back to this person. Feeling like it was too hard out there on your own. You returned back to this person. You fell for the fuckery. This person was saying and doing everything to pull you back in. And at one point in time, you were fighting it. You were fighting it. You or your person of interest. You were fighting it. But somewhere along the way, Taurus and cross watchers, you or your person of interest decided that this was too hard. I give up. And you end up turning your back on real love. Let go. You let go of the real for the fake. Switch the roles as they apply to you. You let go of the real for the fake. You're trying to convince yourself, and you've tried to convince yourself, and some of you have already convinced yourself that you can make this work. That you can be happy here in this situation. You can't. Because it's a fucking lie. It's an illusion. It's a lie. It's an illusion. Dealing with a bunch of individuals with low self-esteem, no self-worth, people who can be bought. You cannot build a strong foundation on a fucking lie. You can't do it. You can't do it. This person came at you with everything they had. I'm talking about sex they was offering up. I'm talking about money, houses for some of you they were offering up. All that. All that. Just to get you to come back. Because at one point in time, you did walk away. But you regressed out of fear. For some of you, this divine connection that you have or had, you didn't think it would work out. You didn't think that you were good enough. That was your ego talking to you. Y'all need to start listening to your spirit. Because that's your ego fucking with you. They were able to entice you back into this situation where you are now stuck. Because you chose to ignore your intuition. You chose to ignore your spirit. Instead, you wanted to listen to your pride and ego. You wanted to feed your pride and ego. And that's what's going on. Now you're feeling stuck all over again. Now you're feeling stuck all over again. Let's see what messages we have for you, Tauruses and cross watchers. You got to know your self-worth. You got to know your self-worth. Love can't be bought. It can't. I don't care what your family tell you. I don't care what your friends tell you. Love cannot be brought. Love is not logical and it cannot be explained. But whoever this is for you, Tauruses and cross watchers, you're dealing with a person that has no faith. They ignore their intuition. They ignore their gut feelings. They're ruled and overrun by society, by what people, places, and things around them feel that they should do, feel how they should live, feel what they should invest in. Your person is not listening to their intuition. They're not awake. They're not awake. They're sleepwalking. Their lust for money, sex, drugs has got a hold on them. Because this is what that person that they lay next to now is offering them. Is offering them. And if they're not offering it to them, they're promising to take it away from them. Codependency issues. Attachment. Laying next to someone with low self-esteem. Don't know their worth. And because you choose to lay next to this person, this is you too. This is you too. How do you walk away from something that made you happy How do you turn your back on something that makes you happy to lay next to something or someone that makes you miserable? How? For those of you who like to use logic instead of listening to your intuition and spirit, for those of you who make decisions based off what you feel is logical, where's the logic in that? How do you walk away from something or someone that makes you happy, that makes your heart beat, for someone that makes you feel like shit, makes you feel like nothing, low self-esteem, low self-worth? How do you do that? Where's the logic in it? I dare you pick it apart. Where's the logic in it? It doesn't make sense, does it? But that's what you or your person is settling for. They're weak. And weak people choose weak people. They're weak. Let's see if we have any messages for you Tauruses regarding this situation. Keep in mind, Taurus and cross watchers. Never mind. Never mind. Sanctuary. Okay? Take time out from the world. Spend more time alone. Meditate or go into retreat. Yeah, some of you need to take some time out to find yourselves because you're lost. You're walking around here sleepwalking. You're lost. You don't know who you are. You don't know what's really important to you. You think that everything can be bought, and it cannot. Partnership, okay? Teamwork will give you a better result. Find trustworthy people to partner with. Build up a talented support team. Or your foundations will fall. Intuition. Like I said, your person has not been listening to their intuition. Every bone, cell, and piece of anything in their body is telling them, you got to go. You got to let this go. Leave this situation behind. You got to walk away. And still they choose to stay. And still they choose to stay out of fear. Lack of self-love. You can't love yourself if you're choosing to be unhappy. You can't. I don't give a goddamn what the reason is. You can't. You can't. Like attracts like, right? At the bottom of the deck, you got cycles. This is something that you're going to keep on going through. Keep on going through. If you keep choosing the illusions, if you keep choosing the lies, the deceit, the deception. So right now, whoever this is for you, whether this is you or your person of interest, Taurus and cross watchers, things may be calming down, right? At the moment, things may be calming down in this situation. And you might be feeling like, you know what? We're going to give this one more try because it can work. We're going to give this one more try because it can work. But you've said that multiple times over and over and over and over again. And then what happens? Bam, there go that tower moment. Because it's a lie. You can't build anything solid off a false foundation. You can't. Stop believing in delusions, okay? Stop believing your own lies. Stop deceiving yourself. Taurus, that's what I had for you this week. Thank you for tuning into From Darkness to Light. My name is Chaunie. Taurus, have a great week.